racing is on Fox. Dale Jr. returns to the track. Jimmy Johnson begins his quest for an 8th Cup Series title. Watch it, the Daytona 500 Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern, only on Fox. Pretty good day for Hendrick Motorsports with a qualifying effort. Chase Elliott on the pole for the 2nd year in a row, and always nice to have Dale Jr. on the front row. Huh?
Yeah, good return for Dale Jr. Yeah, they were very solid. Caught a glimpse there in that promo. Our defending winner, Denny Hamlin, had a little dinner for honoring Mikey on his 30th Daytona 500 last night. Denny was telling some stories about Mikey. Probably can't repeat them here on TV, but funny.
He could once.
They were funny though. Ricky Stenhouse, Danica also came to that dinner.
It's great to see him.
Jeff Ford.
Great to be able to hang out and celebrate Michael in his 30th Daytona 500. Downstairs to Hermie.
Well, Vince, I'm in the garage area of the number 16, driven by Ryan Truex, and as you can see, some repair work being done to the right front headlight and fender area on this number 16. And Ryan, what happened on the racetrack that's causing you guys to go to work here?
About 40 minutes ago, half hour ago, whatever it was, the 5 truck, I guess, lost a right side window, and I found it. So, pretty unlucky, just wrong place, wrong time. I saw it coming, and it was breaking into pieces. I tried to avoid it as much as I could. It just barely got me in the right front there. So they're in there getting dirty. Scott's in there getting his hands dirty. So it's whatever. It's Daytona. Like I said before, we were only going to make a few laps anyway. And I was behind the pack there just trying to suck up real quick. And I saw him getting dicey. I was actually backing out. I was like 30 car lengths behind the guy in last and still managed to hit the debris. So just a little unlucky, but we got plenty of experience. I got plenty of laps around here. But we know what we need to do to go out tomorrow and win.
On a positive note, runner-up here last year and in this truck for the entire season, that's got to give you a lot of confidence and peace of mind that you can just focus on what you need to do behind the wheel.
It feels great. I'm used to getting the call about a week before the season that I've got to ride for a few races or something like that and have to scramble. And this year I've had about 2 months. So I had everything done in like a week, and I was just sitting around with nothing to do, which is really nice. It's a good problem to have. But I got to thank Shiggy Hattori, TRD, everybody for giving me this shot. Sea-Watch and Bar Harbor for being on the truck this weekend. And we have a lot of great partners that will have on it throughout the year. So big thanks to them, and hopefully we can do one more better tonight, or tonight.
It'll be a full season for Ryan Truex in the 16.
Yeah, great to see Truex in that car in that truck full time with Shiggy Hattori and crew chief Scott Zipadelli.
Yeah, also brought Mike Ricci over there. Mike Ricci, ran the H. Scott K&N program, also ran MWRs. I think Mike Ricci's won 4 or 5 K&N championships, and Mike's over there kind of the general manager of that team. So I think good things in store for that bunch.
Johnny Sauter in his truck and sharing some info with Spencer Gallagher, teammates at GMS.
Yeah, we talked to those guys yesterday afternoon, and it's an open book between all the teammates over there at GMS, and I think that's why we saw so much success out of that camp last year. And I think that's the only way you can do a multiple truck team or multiple vehicle team is to share that information. And Johnny's, as you mentioned, the veteran of that outfit, so I know he'll be bombarded all year long with questions from his teammates, his young teammates, and he's okay with that.
Spencer Gallagher going to run a handful of races for GMS this season. He's going to run full-time in the Xfinity Series.
Joey Cohen's going to call the shots on that Xfinity program over there for GMS. We met with Joey, talked to him a little bit yesterday, so they're looking forward to the Xfinity program as well. Double duty this weekend here for Spencer.
The 5 of Corbin Forrester. Ran just 1 race last year, but he's been around the truck series for a few years.
He ran full-time here a few years ago for Bobby Dollar. Remember, that's a truck that lost that side window that Ryan Truex found. Richie Waters and Doug George and his guys got another side window put back in that truck.
You hate to find debris if you're a driver with the right front, though, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Cindric going back on track. This is something interesting, and we see this often with young drivers, especially as they make their debut in the truck series when they haven't done pit stops before.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that you see him lock the front tires up, and he actually went past the white line, so he would be in error right here. They would have to push that truck back. before they could service that truck. So that's great practice. But, you know, you talk about the young drivers practicing. I've been on top of a truck within the last couple of years, and I watched Jimmy Johnson practice to get in the pit road. So not only the young drivers, it's the veterans.
Well, some of these, with the new rules and the new scoring, a pit lane penalty sending you to the back can really be costly in regards to maybe what kind of points you gather during that particular stage.
That's exactly one thing that Michael brought up before he went to the drivers' meeting. You see Austin Cindric coming back to pit road again. Looks like now he's going to turn into the garage because he slowed down a little bit too much to go on down towards pit road. But yeah, you make a mistake in coming down pit road, and you take yourself out of contention for at least one of the stages, if not the end of the race, certainly. So going to be a lot of pressure on the drivers. You know, you used to think, well, the caution came out, now it's time to relax. There's no relaxing in these things at all, anytime.
TJ Bell in the 45, that white truck there, and he's followed right behind by Todd Peck in the 83.
We're catching Clay Greenfield, that 68 truck. A little bit of history with that 68 truck. That's the truck that Cole Custer sat on the pole with. We had a little bit of damage, but Clay bought it and repaired that truck. Good looking truck. Has a veteran crew chief Danny Gill calling the shots, and hopefully Clay can get that thing in this race and have a good run. He had a top 10 finish here a couple of years ago for his best career finish here in the Truck Series.
Well, we talk about it year after year after year, and when we're at these speedway races and the opportunities to win really covers so many more people in the field, drivers in the field, that we might see the following week at Atlanta, for instance. So for a lot of these guys, they see this as their opportunity to get that victory, maybe secure their spot in the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw that a few years ago when a total unknown by the name of John King came here for Red Horse and went to Victory Lane, and he said that was his third feature win of his life. You know, so
feature win.
Yeah, it was just an amazing time. But yeah, I mean, you spend all winter long, you work on these trucks, you massage them, and then you get out here and everyone in this field of 32 trucks tomorrow is going to say, I have a shot at going to Victory Lane in Daytona. See that 83 truck right there? That's formerly the 71 truck that was driven a number of times by Contreras, father and son. DJ Kopp now has taken sole ownership of that truck and changed the number to 83, which is a number that his dad had used. So Todd Peck will be aboard that 83 here at Daytona. Hopefully give that truck a good ride.
About 20 minutes remaining. You see the clock, the time remaining in this final practice. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series will qualify tomorrow and race tomorrow night, the season opener, which was won last year by Johnny Sauter. His first win, of course, of the season, but his second win at Daytona, and then he went on and won the championship.
They propelled him on down the road. What a great season Johnny had. But he won this race at Daytona, but then he really peaked at the end of the season when it really counted.
Of course, had those two big wins late in the season at Martinsville in Texas. How about his last four races? Johnny Sauter last year, first, second, and third.
Not too bad.
Yep. Nice way to finish. Peaked at the right time, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Championship performance from Sauter a year ago. Who's going to win it this year?